Have you seen these mirrors that are octagon shaped at the dollar store? Grab 2 of these mirrors and then pick up some wooden dowel rods that are 1/2 inch in diameter. Spray paint the dowel rods black and let them dry completely. Squeeze a small dollop of clear adhesive glue to the bottom of one of the dowel rods and then press it into one of the corners of the mirror octagon. Do the same with the remaining 5 dowel rods. Let those dowel rods dry for about an hour or until they're secure. Take your second mirror octagon and flip it upside down. Squeeze a small dollop of clear adhesive onto each corner of the mirror bottom, flip it back over, and carefully align the corners of the mirror with the tops of the wooden dowel rods. Let's decorate this mirror lantern for fall. Some ideas for fall elements are faux pumpkin stems, faux fall berries, and wired fall leaves that you can get at the dollar store. Attach this fall swag to the side of your mirror lantern using the wire from the leaf. Continue your fall styling by adding some Spanish moss, little faux pumpkins, more berries, and more leaves. Add a larger pumpkin and some charming dollar store acorns to the top of the lantern. You could even place a small glass votive with a flickering fall tea light candle. What a perfect way to light up the fall season. You can decorate this mirror lantern for Christmas too. Tuck a small green wreath and colorful tree ornament into the bottom of your lantern and add a votive candle and festive jingle bells to the top. Jingle in the holiday season with your new festive Christmas lantern. I hope this inspired you to create your own lantern from dollar store mirrors and then decorate it for every season of the year.
To start, I'm taking 3 hexagon decorative mirrors and 4 small glass candlesticks from Dollar Tree to make this project. I'm beginning this project to remove the tags from my candlesticks and using E6000 and hot glue with Gorilla Glue sticks to stack 2 candlesticks on top of one another to create a column. I'm giving the glue plenty of time to dry before moving on to the next step. Next, when the glue has dried, I'm taking some black acrylic craft paint and a sponge paintbrush from Dollar Tree to apply the paint all over each candlestick column. This requires multiple coats for full coverage, so make sure you allow time for the paint to dry between each coat. When the paint has dried, I am again using my hot glue gun and my E6000 to adhere to the center of one of my mirrors. Once that column is attached to the base mirror, I'm adding glue to the top of the column before stacking another mirror on top of it in the center. I'm setting that stack aside to allow for dry time. While I'm taking my second candlestick column and my third mirror, I'm flipping the mirror face down and applying the glue to the column before placing it on the center of the back of the mirror. Once those are in place and I've given them plenty of time to dry, it's time to stack the third mirror onto the other 2. I noticed that there was some excess glue around the candle columns. I used an X-Acto knife to remove the excess once it was all dry. After cleaning up the glue and the mirrors with a little glass cleaner, this is now the perfect tiered storage display in my bathroom for all my skincare products. I hope this inspired you to try this Dollar Tree tiered tray organizer. It's an easy and pretty organizational project on a budget. Thanks for watching Home Talk, and see you next time.
First, you're going to take some soft, thick rope and you're going to cut it into 7-inch strips to make the cutest boho chic mirror. And I cut 12 strips, and you'll see why. So now you're going to take one of the little strips and you're going to uncoil it, and there are 3 parts to this. Now you really could use anything you want, but I'm using this because I think it makes it easy and it's very full. Next, you're going to take one of your strips and you're going to fold it in half and take the loop side and pull it through the last ring. Then take the 2 loose ends and pull that through the loop and pull it taut. And just keep adding your tassels all the way around. And I just want to remind you guys to think creatively, and whatever your style is. You may have a decor that's blue and you may want to use a blue version of this. And when you get to this part and you see the crossbar, you're going to want to hide that. So you're going to take each loose end and put it on either side of that crossbar. And then take those loose ends and put it through the loop, and that will hide that little crossbar. And then just continue on and fill the entire outside edge of the wreath base. Look how pretty that is. And you can make it as full as you want. And I ended up putting 36 tassels on mine, and I think it was perfect. And at this point, if you need to trim any outside edges, you can. I decided to keep mine just kind of rough. Now you're going to take some white paper or any kind of paper, and you're going to protect your surface because you're going to add a mirror to the center of this. And you don't want the hot glue to get all over your table. Also, I cut a little white piece of paper so it's not distracting when you guys are watching. So now take some hot glue, and you need to use a Gorilla Glue or a high heat glue to hold your mirror. Then flip it over and see how I also added a zigzag of glue to hold the mirror also. Next, you're going to take one piece of rope, and don't cut the rope yet because you don't know exactly the length, and you're going to glue that right up against the top of the tassels all the way around. And you'll notice I work in small sections at a time. I put the glue down, I press down the rope, and then I continue all the way around. And when you get to the end, you're going to snip the end and then take some of the hot glue and put it right on the raw edge so that it doesn't continue to fray. And you may think at this point that we're almost done, but we are going to add one more design feature. Now you're going to take a piece of twine, and I put some hot glue on the end and let it dry so it almost acts like a needle, so it makes it a lot easier to string all these little wooden beads. Continue stringing the beads until you have enough to go around the outside of your mirror. And before you cut it, you're going to just measure and make sure that it's the right amount of beads and it looks perfect. Then you're going to tie off your little bead necklace, snip off your twine, and then hot glue that into place. This turned out even more beautiful than I thought it would. Look how beautiful that is. It looks so high-end and very boho chic, and it turned out so good. It looks beautiful on the wall, and I think it is a fun and easy project, and you can use it with any yarns or twine or raffia, whatever fits your decor, and I think it turned out awesome.